Everybody around you sees the same thing. You clock in, clock out, return home, maybe grab dinner, maybe scroll a bit before bed. To them, you look ordinary. But quietly, you're engineering something much bigger. An empire that no one will see until it's already too late to compete. Machiavelli would have called this the art of concealment, the discipline of appearing harmless while you consolidate real strength. He warned that a prince is better feared than loved, but he must never be hated. In modern terms, that means you build your fortune in silence, without provoking envy, without broadcasting your moves. You let your results whisper for you later. Every man who has truly risen, from the merchants of Florence to the billionaires of our age, has understood this law. The Medici, for example, disguised their dynasty as humble bankers. Their ledgers appeared mundane, but behind them they controlled papal elections, art commissions, and wars. The most dangerous power is the one that no one suspects. That's what you must become. The invisible force, the quiet architect, the ordinary man no one notices until his influence is everywhere. And so the first rule of getting rich without being noticed is simple. Master the low profile. Appear modest, even average. Machiavelli wrote that men judge more by the eye than by the hand, meaning most people confuse symbols for substance. Let them. Drive a car that blends in with traffic. Dress like you earn less than you do. Live in comfort, not display. When fortune smiles on you, don't flaunt it, reinvest it. Because every time you announce your progress, you awaken envy. And envy attracts opposition. The modern man thinks he gains respect through attention, but the wise man knows attention is the enemy of progress. When you get a raise, resist the urge to upgrade everything. The average man spends new money faster than he earns it. The rich redirect it. Keep your outer life constant while your inner world compounds. Power that hides grows faster than power that shows. Every dollar you don't waste on display becomes another soldier in your private army of capital. When you spend to impress, you lose command. When you save to invest, you become untouchable. Now, Machiavelli observed something profound. Fortune is a woman, and if you wish to keep her under, you must beat her and strike her down. He meant that fortune, opportunity, only yields to bold action. And in our time, that action is not loud, but strategic. The second step to building quiet wealth is learning the art of flipping money before it decays. Money, left idle, is like a soldier without a mission. It weakens, deserts, and dies. Inflation eats at it day by day. That's why every dollar sitting in a bank account is secretly losing its strength. The wealthy know this. They move their money constantly into assets, ownership, leverage, anything that multiplies. In Florence, merchants sent their ships across the Mediterranean, knowing half might sink, but the survivors would bring fortunes. Today's elites do the same with capital. They invest it before time robs it. You must train yourself to move money with purpose. The moment it enters your hands, it should already have a destination, into an asset that appreciates while you sleep. Real estate, index funds, private business. These are the modern equivalents of those merchant ships. The goal is not to hoard, but to deploy. The poor cling to their cash and watch it fade. The powerful circulate it and watch it return multiplied. And yet, the secret isn't speed, it's precision. Machiavelli would say, "He who builds on the people builds on mud." In financial terms, that means don't follow the crowd. Don't chase hype or speculative noise. The masses gamble, the strategist invests. If you master this principle, that money is meant to move from decay to growth, from liability to leverage. You'll start to see the hidden structure of wealth itself. Still, there's a deeper layer to this principle that most ignore. It's not just about where you put your money. It's about where you put your attention. Every moment wasted on comparison or noise is energy lost from creation. The modern man scrolls through others' fortunes while his own potential sits unclaimed. That's why Machiavelli insisted on isolation for clarity. He who wishes to be obeyed must know how to command himself. In this era, that self-command begins with silence. Financial silence, social silence, and mental silence. Because the moment you broadcast your ambitions, you invite resistance. The moment you share your next move, you surrender leverage. Your power decays in proportion to your exposure. So ask yourself, are you building quietly, or are you performing loudly? Are you letting the world think you're average while your empire grows behind closed doors? Or are you still explaining your goals to people who will never understand them? Because here lies the dividing line between the dreamer and the Machiavellian. The dreamer seeks validation, the strategist seeks victory. But that raises a critical question, one that separates those who accumulate money from those who multiply it. How do you make wealth move for you, silently and automatically, while you remain invisible? The second rule of quiet wealth is motion. Machiavelli taught that fortune favors the bold, but he never meant reckless. He meant those who act with speed and calculation. Your money, like your influence, must never remain idle. Think of it as a loyal army. It must be trained, deployed, and sent to conquer territory that expands your dominion. The difference between the ordinary and the elite is that the ordinary man lets his resources sit still, while the elite moves them with precision. Cash sitting in your account is like an army asleep in the field. It eats, it costs, it weakens. Inflation is the silent thief Machiavelli would have warned against. Men are quick to forget the death of a father, he wrote, but not the loss of their patrimony. Lose money through laziness, and fortune will not return. The smart man flips cash into appreciating assets. Property, businesses, funds, tools of production. Anything that generates power while his hands are still. Look at how today's billionaires move. When Warren Buffett receives cash from dividends, he redeploys it before it collects dust. When Elon Musk sells stock, he pours it into new ventures. They all practice the same Machiavellian rhythm. No dead money, no dead time. Wealth must flow through channels that gain strength the longer they move. Now, there's another principle Machiavelli hinted at. Concealment of action. The lion cannot protect himself from traps, he wrote, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must be a fox to recognize traps and a lion to frighten wolves. This is the art of balance, strength in execution, stealth in exposure. And that's where digital silence becomes your next advantage. Unless your livelihood depends on attention, unless your business feeds on the algorithm, disappear from the public eye. The real treasure is the quiet sovereignty behind closed doors. Build it, guard it, and let no one see how deep it runs. If this philosophy spoke to you, don't stop here. On this channel, every lesson is a hidden Machiavellian law, the kind they teach only in the back rooms of power. Watch the next video, learn the next strategy, and start building the kind of wealth no one can take from you.